Let's see the meaning of tasks and subtask. Let's say this is a task. This from here task starts, from here task finishes. Now task is divided into ST1, ST2, ST3. What they are? This means subtask 1 and this subtask 2, subtask 3. So if we complete subtask 1 in the beginning followed by subtask 2 and subtask 3, we say that the task is accomplished or the task is finished. A task may be represented like this, okay? So again, this is subtask 1, subtask 2, subtask 3. In any order, the subtasks are done, then we say that this task is accomplished, okay? So in this particular task, subtask 1 needs to be done first, followed by 2, followed by subtask 3. But depending on the nature of the task, any subtask can be done first in any order, okay? So the thing is, tasks, in order to accomplish a task, subtask needs to be accomplished, needs to be finished. Now let's see some examples of a task. Performing a return trip from city A to city B and back. The task is performing a return trip or going from city A to city B and again coming back from city B to city A. That is the task. That's the meaning of this. Now if I ask you, what are the subtasks involved here? How we can define the subtasks here in order to accomplish this task? So the subtask 1 is this. So the first subtask we can define is going from city A to city B. So now what should be the second subtask? So definitely you will say coming back from city B to city A. So two subtasks are involved here. So we can write we can show our return trip, our task like this. Subtask 1, subtask 2. Subtask 1 is A to B. Subtask 2 is B to A. We can say that our return trip task is accomplished. So this was the start, this was the finish of the task. Now there is one more info which is given, like number of ways of performing subtasks. Let's see if number of ways of performing subtasks 1 and subtasks 2, they are also given like this. Like number of ways in which a person can go from A to B is 4. From B to A, which is subtask 2, it is given as 5. Like he may go by bus, plane, cab or train in subtask 1, and coming back from B to A, he has 5 choices: bus, train, plane, cab, and a bike is also, let's say, available while coming back. It's his own bike or his friend's bike is also available. So number of ways of performing those subtasks, how we factor in, that we will see later. Now let's take another example. The task is like this. The task is forming different words. Forming different words with or without meaning from letters of the word mica. So the task is forming all possible different words with or without meaning from letters of the word mica. What would be the subtasks involved in this? Let's think. So this box represents our entire tasks. So what are the subtasks? How many are those subtasks? How we will define those subtasks? Now as you can see, there are 4 letters. So different words with or without meeting from letters of the word. Now there are 4 letters. So there are 4 subtasks. How we will define? Let's see. So our subtask 1 would be to fill the position with a letter, this position, which is the rightmost position. Any of the letter M or I or C or A. So similarly, we can now say that what other subtasks are. So subtask 2 is filling this position adjacent to the rightmost. So similarly, subtask 3 is to fill this position. Subtask 4 is again to fill this position with a letter. So how many subtasks are there? There are 4 subtasks involved. Now let's see the next example. So before defining the task, the information given is 6 flags of different color are given. 6 different flags are there of varying colors. Okay. The task is to generate a signal. Generate a signal made of 2 flags, one below the other. So we have to generate a signal made of 2 flags, one below the other. What does this mean? Let's see. So the signal means this: a flag, one color and another color below that. So this flag means a signal. Okay. So what are the subtasks involved here? Yes, quite clearly, the subtask 1 is what? Yes, the subtask 1 is to fill top flag. So similarly, subtask 2 would be what? To fill bottom flag. Okay. Now if suppose I ask you how many ways we can choose color one flag. So number of flags which are given to us are how many? 6 ways we can fill. So if I ask you if we have 6 choices for filling color 1, how many choices we are left with to fill color 2? The second subtask, how many choices we are left with? So here 6 ways we have, and for color 2 5 ways we have. Here for subtask 2 5 ways we have. Okay. Now let's take another example, example 4. There are 10 true-false type questions in a question paper. So what is the task here? The task is clear. We have to attempt the question paper. All questions needs to be attempted. So how the task looks like? So this is the task consisting of the given questions. So what are the subtasks involved here? The subtask 1 clearly is to attempt question number 1. Subtask 2 is to attempt question number 2. Subtask 10 is to attempt question number 10. So there are how many subtasks? There are 10 subtasks. Now if the question is how many ways each question can be attempted, how many ways each subtask can be attempted would be what? So clearly we have 2 choices, which is true or false. For subtask 2 also we have 2 choices. Subtask 10 also we have 2 choices. So let's take another example. 4 different toys and 30 students are given. The task is this. So the task is to distribute. Task is to distribute what? To distribute toys to the students. At most 1 to any student. It means if a student has got a toy, he is not eligible to get another toy. Okay? So what are the subtasks involved here? So the thing is, there are how many subtasks? There are 4 subtasks. The first subtask is what? So yes, the subtask 1 is to distribute first toy, toy 1. Since there are 4 different toys, we can name them as toy 1, toy 2, toy 3, toy 4. So toy 1 to distribute any one of the student, or subtask 1 is to choose a student for toy 1 distribution, or to give toy 1 we have to choose a student is first subtask. So similarly other subtasks are second subtask is to distribute second toy, or to choose a student for second toy. Third subtask is to distribute toy 3 or choose a student for the third toy. And fourth finally is this. Now if I ask you how many ways of performing subtask 1, if subtask 1 is to be done first, that is toy 1 is, we have to choose a student for toy 1, how many ways we can do it, or how many students are available for toy 1 to be given. Since this is the first to be done, number of options, number of choices that we have is 30. Similarly, once a toy is given, since we cannot give one or more toy to a student, after getting a toy, for the distribution of second toy, number of students left is how many? Yes, it is 29. Similarly, for distribution of third toy, we are left with how many students? 28, 27, like this. So we have seen these subtasks, the task and how to get the subtask, number of ways of performing it. So what is the relation between, if the question is asked how many ways of performing a task, and the relation of number of ways of performing each subtask, that we will see in fundamental principle of multiplication, fundamental principle of counting, that we will see. Okay.